Hi everyone, I'm Liz and welcome to Moving Week. As you can see, it is snowy and icy here like it is kind of everywhere around the country right now. We kind of picked the worst week to move and I can't do anything about that now. So day one of moving week, let's go. Cat transfer was a success. Nobody's happy about it. Oh, they heard me. Give us just a minute, we'll get the litter box. Hi. You're home. You wanna come out? Are you scared? No? Was that a no? Come here, honey. Come here. Just laying on an air mattress, currently seeing if the cats will come out of the closet. It's like 10:30 p.m. on Thursday night. I'm ready for bed. And not on this air mattress. I'm going back to sleep at our house for one last night. Hello, good morning, and welcome to moving day. I am going to pick up Starbucks because it is very early and I did not get enough sleep last night. Also, I've got like my entire bed and my essential crafting supplies in my car. Yeah. Today will be the first day in the new house, like fully all of our stuff living there. It's very exciting, but it's gonna be a long day. Yeah. Good morning. Happy new house day. Starting to come together.
Welcome to my house. Let me something.
Oh, we did it. They're done. All of our stuff is in. Everything's crazy. And it's probably gonna be like this for days and days. Oh my God, today was a lot, but it is like 4:30 p.m. and we're done. We're in. Let's not talk about the cleaning and stuff that needs to happen at the old house. That is next week's problem, but we're in.
What are you doing? You like your new house? You gonna go check out upstairs?
Doesn't know what to do with himself.
Come on. Hi. Come be a brave girl. Come watch Traders with us. Oh. Big brave girl. Where's your scaredy brother?
The cats are still very skittish, but Jonesy came out from under the bed to get under the quilt. Let's take a peek.
Hi. Do you want to come out and say hi?
Oh. I think Honey and Diego are under there somewhere.
Oh, there you go. Hi. Big brave boy. Where's little Honey?
This great wall of boxes I have to deal with. I don't wanna. It's just so many boxes. It's so many.
You like it? Check out the new office. Yeah. It's pretty cool, huh?
Okay, let's see if I can find my cross-stitch fabric in this pile of boxes. It is 10 p.m. at night, and I would really like to start a new cross-stitch project. My friend Julie, Kansas City girl in a Colorado world, she started a birthday sal that I really want to take part in, and it's starting the new I Like Cross Stitch pattern by Jet X Stitch. And technically the sal started yesterday on Julie's birthday, but I didn't have access to my boxes yesterday. Well, they're here now, and I wonder if I can find the one labeled cross stitch fabric. I'm gonna try. I don't have any of my filming equipment yet, so. Oh, I'm trying so hard not to scratch these brand new floors. Okay, well, I moved one box and I think I found it. Quilts, cross-stitch linen. We've hit the jackpot. Hi everyone, welcome to Saturday and the first day living in the new house. I thought since I gave you guys an empty house tour, I would give you a little bit of an updated, our stuff's in it, it's not unpacked and where everything goes, but I can also show off the paint colors and everything because everything's done, except for the unpacking. But also I haven't put on makeup in like a week and a half or done my hair, but we're in the house. So let me show you around. Okay, entryway, empty so far. This is a rug from our previous house where we kind of had like one long hallway. We still kind of have that set up, and I don't know if this is permanent, but it's good for now. And then here is what my home office is looking like so far. I don't know if realistically my desk can face this way because this room gets a ton of afternoon sunlight and there's no blinds on this light, which you can see is kind of directly pointed at where my face would be. So I might need to turn this desk to face the French doors. But I absolutely love the rug that I got to go with this paint color. I need to like get a power strip and run it like, I don't know, under the rug. Maybe I'll cut a little hole in the rug to feed wires. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But this is where I'll work from home and have some cute little display stuff. I don't know. We'll figure this room out later. It's not important. And then the guest room has pretty much nothing in it except for a bed. We got rid of the mattress and box springs because they were really old. So we need a new bed set up in here. We have our little night table, quilt stand, and boxes. And then the bedroom and bathroom are back there. I mean, the bathroom and closet are in there. Dining room. So this table is actually one that my uncle built for me that we had in the dining room / kitchen of our old house. And now we have an eat-in kitchen and a dining room. So we're gonna use the table here. I want a bigger table. Like I want a table that can seat 8, but my uncle may make us a new tabletop, or I don't know. We're talking about like how we keep using this like table base, but maybe make a bigger tabletop. And then eventually I would love to do some like cabinets and floating shelves. But for now, we just have my grandmother's old china cabinet. And our bedroom mirror somehow ended up out here. But yeah, okay, living room. This is not permanent. The TV needs to get mounted, but you know, this is what it is. I got these new shelves to go behind our couch to stack quilts on. I just need to unpack the quilts and set that up. Oh, the kitchen island. Okay, so the kitchen island got painted. It's a little dark in here right now because the sun is on the other side of the house, but I love how it turned out. Also the wall color, I ended up going with the crisp linen by Sherwin-Williams. And it's really, really lovely and pretty in here. The eat-in kitchen, we have my husband had an IKEA table that we're gonna use in here until I probably get something white or wood colored, but yeah. Oh, the shelves look crooked because they are. I need to get a little soft mallet to get the pins in better so I can like level out the shelves, but again, this is one of the runners that was in our old house, so just using it here. It's like a tiny bit big, but it's good. And my beautiful new fridge that I'm very excited about. I needed to buy a fridge, and we got this LG Studio one. And it's obviously like not the same color white as my cabinets, but it's really pretty. And the handles are like a kind of a light rosy gold, so they match really well with the hardware that's already on our cabinets. Love it. I don't remember if I showed you guys in the last video how big this pantry is. It goes all the way to the back. So that's nice. Let's go outside while we're over here. Our new backyard space is just so much bigger. Like the patio space is so much bigger than our previous house. And we have this nice little pergola. Oh, I forgot how cold it was. Okay. I can't stay out here long, but yeah, we got our outdoor furniture back. Yay. Okay. So cold. washer dryer, the bedroom. This looks crazy right now. The bed's in the right spot, but nothing else is. And then, yeah, nothing much different back here except for a messier closet. And then again, another runner from our old house that we really just laid down to help protect the floors while the movers were here. And now let's go upstairs. And now we have a little seating area up here. These little sticky things were like anti-cat scratcher things that I need to take off and replace. But this used to be in our living room, but we're gonna use it up here. It's like a chair and a half that seats two. Probably put the TV on the wall at some point. This eventually will be a treadmill. And this is kind of my new favorite view. Okay, and then we have the craft room. This is our starting point. I just did a little bit of rearranging in here this morning. Turns out I could fit 5 of these across if I remove this little shoe molding that they put down when they installed the floors. Like I'm 1 inch off of being able to fit 2 more of these Billy bookcases. So I think eventually I will do that. But for now, I put 3 of them here and my sewing desk next to it just because it fits really well. And just as a reminder, if I have a photo or, I don't know, a screenshot, these 3 were an entire wall of my old craft room. So like, look how much space. This is so much bigger. And it's not only, but I think it's like 13 by 14 feet, which doesn't sound that large to me, but coming from like a 10.5 by 11 foot bedroom, it's so much more space. And so I have this long table, and I have one more like it in the garage. So I think I'm gonna have, these are 6 feet long. So I think I'm gonna have 6 feet by 4 feet when you put both of these together and have like a big 6 foot by 4 foot island. And eventually I wanna raise it up to like counter height, for standing and cutting and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the vibe for now. And honestly, a lot of this stuff is going to end up in the room next door, which is going to be kind of the craft closet. And that's this room, which has nothing in it so far, but the possibilities are endless. A peek into my husband's office that he's getting set up. The cats were up here with us, but I was moving stuff around and scared them off. Yeah, bathroom. And that is the tour with all of our stuff in it, but nothing organized yet. Hi, hello, happy Sunday. Somewhere in one of these boxes is my phone holder that connects to my tripod. I was just setting up to film like a crafty update in here because I've been working on a lot of projects over this past moving week, 2 weeks, that I wanted to update you on. Everything is in here. I need to figure out how and where I'm gonna film this because I have the tripod and the light, but nowhere to put my phone. Let's see if I can find it. I think I have found it. If it's in with the rest of my filming equipment, which is in here. Oh wait, it's right there. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I was looking for this extension cord. Okay, success. Let's film a little crafty update. Hi. Let's do our very first crafty update in the new craft room. This is everything that I kept handy and did not pack so that I could, de-stress at the end of our moving and packing days with some crafts. And if you watched, I think it must have been posted a few weeks ago at this point, my whip parade, I showed all the projects that I kept handy, and I have worked on all of them. Yes, I've worked on all of them. There are 5 projects, and I've actually started a new one. I started a new project yesterday. So let's take a look at what I've been working on while I've been moving house. Okay, I'm gonna start with knitting because I kept 2 knitting projects handy. And no, I kept 3 of them. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I have a finish in here. Oh, my hair is still wet. I'm like trying to let it air dry, mostly because I don't exactly know where my hair dryer is right this moment, but I might just pull this back. I feel like every video I filmed for the last month has just been me looking raggedy because I've been not wearing makeup. I've been not wearing anything other than sweatshirts and sweatpants. And I was like, I'll try to look nice today. And that was finding my tinted moisturizer, mascara, and lip gloss and letting my hair air dry into this frizz ball. But it does not matter. We're here to talk about crafting and not my non-existent beauty regime. Good enough. Oh, this reminds me, I wanted to show you guys my new favorite t-shirt. I got this targeted ad on Instagram, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and I sent it to my friends, and now we all have matching t-shirts. I'll link it for you in the description box below if you also need. I'll be in my office. Anyways, yeah, let's talk about the knitting projects. Okay, first up is my zipper sweater light by Petite Knit. And this is the one that I started making and then had to rip half of it back because it turned out way too big. And I was so paranoid about it being too big that I think I may have actually made it slightly smaller than I wanted it to be. It still fits. I'll take a pic. Well, I think I took a picture the last time I tried it on, so I'll put that in. But it's like it's maybe only like 2 to 4 inches of positive ease. I was kind of going for like 6 inches, but I was so paranoid about how big it was turning out. And honestly, in blocking, this will probably stretch a little bit. So it's definitely gonna fit now. It was just like way too oversized. So, but yeah, I've made a lot of progress on the body of this. I'm getting very close to being able to do the body ribbing. So yeah, you can definitely see the hand-dyed yarn and how it kind of pools more in the camera than you can in real life. Like to the bare naked eye, the camera always kind of picks up everything, but yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so happy with this, and I cannot wait to have it done. I've been working on this a lot over the past couple of weeks. I really need a rug on these floors because my chair is just like sliding across them. I also don't want to mess these floors up. Yeah, I am not really going to spend any time in this video talking about my plans for the craft room. I'm going to save that for the next video, but I'm very excited. Okay, back to the knitting. This is a zipper sweater light, and I am knitting mine with Farmer's Daughter Fibers Pishkin DK. I have such a hard time with the pronunciation of that word. And it is a non-superwash, I think American wool, like a Rambouillet, like Wyoming based wool or something. And it is super lovely, squishy, and beautiful. I would definitely use this again for other projects. And I'm using the color Bonsai, the kind of foresty green color. And I'm kind of knitting this to duplicate a Lululemon half zip that I have and love and wear all the time, but I want a hand knit version. So yeah, I'm getting close to the body ribbing, and then I just need to put the sleeves on, and then of course install the zipper, which I'm actually very excited to do because I've never installed a zipper into knitting before, and I've done it plenty of times in sewing, but never in knitting. So I'm really excited to get that done. I know I have to knit some little like facing pieces, and it's like a little fiddly. I've seen some tutorials online, so yeah, looking forward to this. I would talk about the size I'm knitting, but I had to modify this so much to make it a size that would fit me that the size isn't really relevant on this one. I don't know if I've updated my Ravelry with all of my notes, but I will by the end of this project. Oh, I guess I could have started with my finish. Let me show you that real quick. So one of my goals for 2026 is to finish 1 pair of socks per month. So I want 12 pairs of socks finished at the end of the year. And the way I'm going to accomplish that is by working through my whips, and or if I start a pair of socks, I have to finish it that month. I have to finish it. So I did start a new pair of socks at, I don't remember if this is at the end of December or the beginning of January, and I finished them. And I don't know where my sock blockers are, so this is what they look like. These are a plain old vanilla stockinette sock with a 2x2 rib cuff, a heel flap and gusset with a slip stitch heel, and just 64 stitches in the round. I do a magic loop. I learned this kind of recipe and formula from the Crazy Sock Lady magic loop sock tutorial and pattern. And the yarn is a homespun house, which is a hand-dyed sock yarn. They're hand-dyed sock yarn base. And this is the color apple cider, or cider season. I think it might be cider season, that I bought from their shop online. And I believe their prices now have like the tariffs included. Like they're based in Germany. So that's just like one thing I look for if I'm gonna order yarn overseas, is like, now with all the, freaking tariffs on everything, I prefer when shops do like inclusive pricing. So you can kind of decide, like, is it worth it to me? And it totally is. I am obsessed with her yarn, and I don't find it much more expensive than buying hand-dyed yarn from the US. So yeah, very, very excited that my January socks are completely done. It is now February, so I do need to, in the next few days, find my sock whips in one of these boxes. And probably, since February is a shorter month, I mean, only by a few days, but since it's a shorter month, I probably will find one of my pairs of socks that's the closest to being finished, just to give myself a little bit of a break for February, because we are going to be very busy dealing with unpacking. We did get the kitchen unpacked yesterday. My mom and my sisters came over, and my cousin, and I have started working on my closet, like the master bedroom, but the rest of the house is chaos. So I know February is going to be a very busy month. So I think one of my sock whips is going to be the way I'm going to get a pair of socks done for February, but yay. Okay. The thing is though, I was watching those twins who knit their, everything they knit in 2025 video, and they always do the most beautiful solid colored pairs of socks. And because I was like separated from my whips and my yarn stash for like a month, and I couldn't start anything new, I just kept kitting things and buying things. And now I have 100 new things I want to start. And one of the things I did was, after watching their video and seeing all their beautiful solid colored, like non-speckled, non-variegated socks, I did buy 2 more tonal, less variegated sock yarns that I could also start a new pair of socks for February, but then I have to finish them. So I should probably pull out one of my whips, but sometime in the near future, I want to cast on a pair of purple socks. So that's a little bit of haul. Okay, the last knitting project is my Monday sweater by Petite Knit. And this is my beautiful, fuzzy, soft, velvety, dreamy sweater. And I have made some progress since the last you saw this. Less so than on my zipper sweater, but I definitely knit a couple of inches on the body of this one. So I'm probably about halfway through the body before the ribbing. And I definitely tried this on at some point over the last couple of weeks. I'll put in a picture if I have one. And the Monday sweater is just a top-down raglan with like a 3-stitch raglan line, a fold over collar, and it's meant to be knit in a DK weight, and I am doing that by holding a fingering weight and a lace weight Surrey alpaca The fingering weight is Knitting for Olive Merino in the color Pomegranate, and my Surrey Alpaca is Lamb & Kid Birdie in the color Heirloom. And I am definitely making this, I mean, the pattern calls to be a little oversized, and mine is definitely coming out even a little bit more oversized, because whenever I'm between sizes, I tend to pick the higher one, even though I should usually go down. I'm always so paranoid about making things too small. I am really happy with how this is fitting though. Even though it's oversized, this yarn fabric is drapier, so it doesn't feel like as stiff and boxy oversized, you know what I mean? So I'm really happy with it, but I think I'm gonna be cutting it really close on yarn. I think I'll be okay, but I really didn't want to be playing yarn chicken, so I looked on Lamb & Kid's website to see if they had more heirloom in this birdie, and they did. And so I thought, I'm sure it'll be close. Like, I know it won't be the same dye lot, but it's actually pretty different. So I'm kind of hoping I don't need it. I think I put it in here. Yeah. Okay, so here is the one I'm working, and here is the last skein I have that hasn't been kit up, and you can see how very like fiery orangey red they are. And then the one that came in the mail is so different. You can see how much like less neon this one is. So, I mean, obviously it's similar, right? Actually, it's not even looking as different in the camera. Oh yeah, okay, you can tell, right? It's pretty different. So my plan is to not do the body ribbing until after I've knit the sleeves, because if I run out, I want to use the more different alpaca on the body ribbing and the sleeve ribbing, like if I really am playing yarn chicken. So yeah, basically I have this amount to get me through the rest of the body, which is plenty if I stop before the ribbing. And then I'll have this and whatever's left over from this to do the sleeves, which I think is gonna be plenty. And if I run out of this, then I will use this color with my pomegranate to do all the ribbing. That way it looks like a little intentional if they're slightly different colors. But yeah, that is the progress on my Monday sweater. I am making a size 5 with no modifications, and it's so warm and cozy. I wish I had it right now, because we are in the absolute coldest weeks of our winter right now. And that means I probably won't get a chance to really wear this one till next year, but that's okay. It's a joy to work on. It's just a really awesome yarn combination, and it's really soft and comfortable to work on. So yeah, that is my Monday sweater. And that's all the knitting that I have been doing over the last couple of weeks. Okay, let's talk about cross stitch. I'm gonna start with the whip that has seen the most attention. I have gotten so much work done on this one, probably a couple thousand stitches, and I'm really close to finishing it. And that is my Cherry Magpie by Jessica Doise, or Jed X Stitch. And oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. I am trying to get this one done by Stitch North, which is a cross stitch retreat I'm attending in the Toronto area in May, the first weekend of May. And I can easily have this done. I think I only have about 1,200 stitches left to put in this. I'm over 90% now. So yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty confident that I will have this done. This I started as a stitch along at last year's Stitch North with a bunch of my friends, and we all agreed that we did not have to have this done by the next Stitch North, but somehow a lot of us have, well, so a lot of others have finished it, and I just have been loving working on it, that I was like, let's just get this done. I want this one done. I have another Jed X Stitch that I've started. I have another one that I was gonna say I'm planning to start, but I started it last night. I'll show you that in a minute. And yeah, I really want to get this one framed. I want this one up on the wall, either in here or in my new work from home office. So yeah, I'm stitching this one on 36 count Temptation by Roxy Floss with a conversion that Carrie from Roxy Floss put together and some of the called for DMC. And I'm doing 1 strand of floss on 36 count. And it's gorgeous. And I'm very, very excited to get it done. While we're talking Jet X Stitch, I will show you the new start I did last night. And this is a new start that I did with my friend Julie, Kansas City girl in a Colorado world. She started a birthday stitch along, and I wanted to join in. I was her target audience, and I love it. And it's called I Like Cross Stitch by Jet X Stitch, and it is a big one. Very big, and I have a little like 400 stitch start right in the top right corner, and I'm already obsessed with it. I love all the crazy fun pinks and oranges, and there's like a maroon and blue, and there's some greens. And I could not find the called for Zweigert apricot linen that she calls for. I think it's like sold out everywhere, probably because she stitched, or because that's the fabric she used. So I went on 1-2-3 Stitch to kind of see like what they had in 40 count that was like a peachy pink, and I didn't find the best options. I think I just did a bad job looking, because then my friend Lauren showed me a really pretty piece that would have worked. So I ended up going with this Morganite from Fiber on a Whim, which is really just like a very, very pale baby pink. And honestly, with this color palette, you could probably use any fabric you want. So I think it's gonna be really pretty on this pale pink, but it is very different. Like, I feel like the apricot is more of like this color. I mean, maybe not quite this saturated, but like that's the tone. So mine is definitely pretty different, but I love it. And what else do I want to say? 40 count, 1 strand, all the called for DMC. There's really only like 8 or 10 colors in this. Pretty limited palette for such a big piece, but I just think it looks really, really cool, and I'm very excited to stitch on it. And yeah, that is that one. The next project that got a little bit of love was my White Winter Moth by Kathy Barrick. And I think I only stitched on this for a couple of nights, but I definitely got some progress on it. The fabric is folded in half. Sometimes when I hold up my cross stitch projects, people will message me or comment and be very worried that I'm gonna run out of fabric, but usually it's just because I folded the fabric. I've only made the mistake of running out of fabric one time on a project, and it was devastating. So I try very hard not to do that. But anyways, here is my White Winter Moth, and I really just spent a ton of time on this wing. I think that's like the only section I worked on, maybe a little bit over here, but yeah. I'm stitching this with all of the called for NPI silks, and I am using, let's see, 36 count Picture This Plus doubloon with 1 strand of the silk. So pretty, and we're in the middle of winter, so it's kind of why I wanted to keep this one handy. It's really fun to stitch on. And then the last cross stitch project that I kept out and I put a little bit of time into is Home Sweet Home by Shakespeare's Peddler. And this is the one that I kind of wanted to personalize for this new house. And I'll probably just add some back stitch or something to it to do that, but here is what this one's looking like. I think I have it at about 65% or 70% done so far. And I love it. I'm using all of the called for floss except for this purple. I just pulled out something kind of close in my stash, but otherwise everything's called for. And what is this fabric? It doesn't say. I know I have it written down somewhere, but it's probably a Picture This Plus. Or Fiber on a Whim. I don't know. Why do I try to guess? I will just look at my notes. But yeah, 40 count, 1 strand of floss, and I love it. So yeah, that is what I've been crafting on the past couple of moving weeks. And that's where I'm gonna leave the video for today. I have had a week off of work to pack and move and try to unpack. And because of the storms, I don't even know if I ever talked about this at the start of the video. We had so much ice and snow on the ground that our move got pushed back a few days. And that's why we didn't finish moving until Friday. And I really thought I was gonna have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all those days to unpack. And we only ended up with Saturday and today to unpack before I have to go back to work next week. So anyways, it is what it is. We can't control the weather. But it like made this week a lot more chaotic and stressful than like, you know, it was already going to be. So it was just a little bit of a long week, but we're both just like, me and my husband, we're just both like so excited to be in this house and, you know, getting settled. We still have to deal with our old house. We still have to sell it. We've got to do a couple things to fix it up. But, you know, the first big hurdle of getting us, our pets, all our stuff here has been accomplished. And that just feels really good. So I'm hoping, we'll see what happens, but I'm hoping that my next video will be starting to like go through these boxes and figure out where I'm gonna put stuff, how I'm gonna lay stuff out, finding all my whips and my projects, all my supplies. I just found a box while I was looking for my phone holder, labeled Yarn Swift and Ball Winder, so I could start a new project. Not that I need to, but I could. So anyways, I think that's where I'm gonna leave the video this week. I really hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, we'll see what I get up to in the next one. Bye.